especially if he gets a lead. And as we were mentioning, I mean, if you make sure one of the tanks is a bit out of commission, that opens things up quite a bit as you're trying to chase down this Ezreal. And there's going to be a lot of pressure on aiming. I mean, he has a lot of coverage from his teammates in terms of crowd control and being a frontline, but the moment he gets caught out, there's not much.
Right here, and a dredge line is going to land. Speaking of KT, is Mystic getting taken down very low, but aiming down to 200 as well. Bono is going to turn up. Oh my god! They arcane shift forward, and first blood will be delivered to the overly aggressive Ezreal, and Bono flashes in to do the same thing.
Holy cow. I mean, really good play from KT. They did not let up, mostly because
Deep vision down to make sure that they know exactly where Spirit is. Is now Mystic in potential trouble. The W is going to land, and there's the dredge line onto Mystic. No flashes available as aiming is in a lot of trouble, but he's of course moving forward. Another Q, another auto. There we go. Aiming secures the double on the bottom side of the map, and it's the day of the 80 carries here
as the fight starts. So there's going to be a lot of work that's needed as we see Kian teleporting in early to try to contest this Drake.
Yeah, it was a double teleport at the time. Good double knock-up, speaking of which, here for Spirit. But there's the heroic entrance, and Spirit is going to go down first. And it's immediately answered there with the kill onto the Trundle. However, Keen is dead, and Fly, he just cannot chrono break far enough away in order to get to safety. But
he's already well on his way with a 3-0-2 scoreline, and we're seeing another fight.
Yep, there's the Ornhorn, has been blown. Good night, sweet Mystic. You are the most dead. Someone going to be delivered the kill, and aiming just going to be taking down the top lane outer turret. The difference in the time taking down a turret after Mystic was dispatched, as there's a Justice Punch onto Keen. Keen very, very low, has to flash to get himself out of the way, but now Bono might be a little bit too far forward. Good knock-up as the heroic entrance does come down, but it's a little bit too late as the 3-man, 4-man taunt comes in, but the Darius almost gets the resets, but not quite able to. So on, does he have any ranged abilities? He does not. He is an Ornn. Dives towards a dead turret already, and will get that second charge as a Freaka in position to try and get this flank, but it's only Soan that's going to get stunned by the parallel convergence. Mystic going to get dredge line immediately dispatched, and aiming picks up that kill. Now 5 members, 5 burly boys underneath this turret. They are going to be able to take that one down. Fly Gen.G and T1 are round the corner for this squad, but I will interrupt myself. This is a bit of a fight. Fly looking for Bono. He has Jelly in his back pocket. Keen's going to turn up. It's another 5v5, and there's the flank. The taunt just solo onto Mystic, having to deal with this gargoyle. Massive knock up with the depth charge as Bono takes a second to take down a Rift Scuttler. May as well do it if you can find it. Justice Punch going to fly in. Good taunt onto Spirit, who tries to get the Cataclysm, does so. As there's the heroic entrance, but it will be interrupted by the last chapter. Fly dives on in and will be able to take down Bono, but now another taunt. Big damage from Kuro. I'm glad we just talked him up, because damn, he's playing well this game. And aiming, he'll be able to grab this Quadra after cleaning things up. Wanted to get another Q just so that he could get that E off cooldown
a little bit. Prepping to push down this
flank teleport here from Fly, as Spirit might be in trouble. He goes golden as they're buying space for Fly to move in. The parallel convergence does not land onto aiming as Fly already chrono breaks his way out, but Bono takes down the jungler off to the side. Aiming hasn't even been able to offer too much damage here as Fly is just obliterated by this Ezreal. Keen is going to be dead. That's the double kill. And now they're looking for the next one. He's going to catch up to the cat on a book that's secured by Kuro, and now it's just going to be the end of the game at 24 minutes.
Yeah, Mystic is gonna have to just walk away and watch the base get ravaged by KT as we see double teleports coming in to buy as much time as possible for their minions. And actually, Tucson flashing forward. Wow, that was a lot of
flashes, guys. That's a lot of flashes. This is a KT that's, I think they're just having a good time. They look angry, but I think this is celebration mode for potentially moving towards 7 match wins in a row. And we have to remember, like, we're talking about 7 match wins in a row. And the Vayne Taric is going to attempt to go up against the unorthodox, we might say, set support that Jelly has decided to go with. And Keen on the Renekton into the Gnar. It's a decent matchup there for Soan, and Kuro is going to be on his mid lane Nautilus that he loves so much.
Yeah, and that he does have to rely on himself a little more, as we actually see a gank come in. No stun, though.
Yeah, the dazzle didn't quite work out there as double undertow does come in. Jelly tries to move out to the side to try and pick up that face breaker, but doesn't get it as Keen is going to turn up, gets himself a really good stun. but not going to be able to find too much more as now Aiming gets exhausted but looks for the silver bolts as so on in amongst 4 members, but they will be able to grab the first blood as so on very close to getting the Mega Gnar, and the heals come in as he gets the Bastion from the Tarek, the flash in, the flash condemned down from Aiming, and he will be able to help get this kill as well. No wallop to come down onto Spirit, and that is going to save his life. Yeah. Whatever gets me to the ship, as they like to say here in the LCK, as Bono's going to find Spirit. The Dazzle is going to be flashed out of there by Spirit, as you can see, but Bono, he's still going. Ragnarok has been popped. Spirit, no way to get out whatsoever. And if Bono still had flash, I think he might have the ability to heal himself back up, and Shelly is going to be taken here. Afrika look like they still want to find a fight, but Soan does have Mega Gnar available, and Aiming is split off from this fight now. Smashed into the wall is King, but he's able to get himself out. Cosmic Radiance does land. The Crush comes down on top of Spirit, and it seems really aptly named, as now Jelly finds himself the Haymaker. Nice damage onto Bono there, as Kuro's going to flash his way out. So on, not going to be so lucky, as his flash was just barely off cooldown.
Other champions as well are at risk.
Well, in goes Bono, looks for Jelly, has to use the Ragnarok there, as there's the Void Seeker. Good knock-up from Kuro, will land, and the Dredge line is going to follow up as well, but he's not as tanky as he wants to be. Tusa making his way in. We've got teleports from both top laners as the Dazzle does go wide, and now Soan finds himself in amongst the entire enemy team, but it's a good hop to get himself back into a good position. The Flash Knight into the Dredge line, and Bono locks down that first kill. It's a trade 1-for-1, but Aiming his free hitting lands the Condemn onto Keen, who just slices his way over the wall, and another Void Seeker is going to land. The heals coming out from the Tarek would definitely getting towards this Drake. We'll see whether Bono has his finger on the correct smite, as there's the Cosmic Radiance just used to secure the dragon, and they get the Ocean and now look to try and back away. Kuro tries to get the slow in there, as there's the ultimate, the showstopper from Jelly. He's going to probably bite the dust, but no, goes Golden. Kuro doing the same thing, but he's not going to be so lucky, but able to go out with that extra kill, as now Afrika have to chase underneath this available, and you know that KT are looking for a fight. All right, no Dredge line to land there from Kuro, as the Void Seekers are softening up the members of KT. Now Soan is going to go Mega Gnar, but Mystic is going to turn up so much damage as the Gnar only lands onto Keen, and Soan has to flash to get out of the way of Mystic. Mystic redeeming himself here in game number 2. Very fast. I mean, Vayne does a hell of a lot of damage. As you can see, Aiming up against the wall, just trying to reset that auto with the tumble very, very quickly, as Keen pops the Dominus, looks to try and dive in. I think this is going to be the 50-50 that they're looking for, as the Cosmic Radiance will keep them alive. Keen goes Golden. It is going to be stolen away by Spirit. Keen tries to get out. He's not able to, as now Jelly finds the Haymaker, but Aiming is still alive and stuck at the back of this pit. A gigantic stun coming out from the Scatter the Weak, and a double kill here for Mystic, who's over the wall. Space Vayne trumps regular Vayne, as you just saw, and Afrika rout KT and steal away their Baron. Very, very close. You know, like these teams were neck and neck. You don't need to go for the coin flip of a play in that moment. As Mystic chasing away, as there's Kuro in with the Dredge line. Fair bit of damage does go down onto Spirit, but he does have the stopwatch to keep himself alive. There's the showstopper into the backline as the Haymaker keeps him alive for a long time, but Soan has a big Gnar in the backline. Jelly just eating up all of the space that he's looking for, as Mystic into the backline, waits for his moment and obliterates KT, and this will be Afrika evening out the series.
Wow, just really well played. That fight started with Fly getting ulted by the Nautilus from Kuro, but instantly the Dredge line is blocked by Misfortune and makes sure that the bullet time is secured.
Oh, I love it.
Wow.
Oh, Kane, what a beast. Deciding to go with exactly what you want, a side lane demolition show on the Jax, and this is what we've been asking for. I mean, I mentioned Fiora and Camille, but Jax fits into that wheelhouse absolutely, and just especially for the extra tanks that are on this KT roster. As Parallel Convergence comes in, there's the Equalizer though, and Fly in trouble. Will have to use the Chrono Break probably to get himself out of the way, and does so, but not after Spirit picks up the kill. And first,
that's true.
I wonder if it'll be a bit of a fight for Shirley here. Keen thinking about a flanking play after he teleports in. The Make It Rain comes down, as now Bono picks up Shirley. Equalizer just to deter Afrika Freaks, as Keen jumps on top of Soan. He's holding on to his counter-strike, waiting for the multi-man stun as the flash forward from Spirit gets the pillar in position, and the Braum is going to block the Ornhorn. The Orn is actually going to die immediately after that, and KT don't have the buttons that they're looking for. The bullet time only the pillar goes down, and then everyone gets stunned by that parallel convergence. Like, really, really good stuff. As Bono gets the Cataclysm here onto Spirit. Equalizer goes down as well. Bullet time, my god, they don't like Spirit.
Yeah, and that will draw the attention for Keen to flank onto aiming, and then even if Tusing comes back, the ult's probably already been used.
Well, that's a good stun there onto aiming, who immediately cleanses it. Fly gets exhausted and now has to chrono break to get himself back. There's the ultimate to come out, but immediately they understand that they need to try and focus on Keen. Oh my god, aiming survives. The Ornn is going to sacrifice his life as well in the back line, but it is going to be KT that locks down the Infernal Drake and then trade 1-for-1 to try and assassinate aiming a little bit more effectively, as he's made it in for a fantastic flank. But aiming does have the cleanse once again. Equalizer goes down and Keen has to leap strike his way out, but the Ornhorn's going to be there to try and keep them in position. Good avoidance by both Fly and Spirit as Bono dives on forward. Massive knockups there as the Chains of Corruption do land. But there's the Cataclysm onto 4 members. Bono is going to go down, but the bullet time over 3 is huge. And now aiming, kiting out Fly. And Keen also struggling. Sohan goes golden, and it's a double kill for the Misfortune. Aiming is on point here today. Maybe not in game number 2, but here in game number 3 where it counts, he's certainly getting the work done as Blast Cone, able to be utilized in the end as Fly gonna get slowed down by the Make It Rain. Time Winder avoided there by aiming, but he's running so damn fast. He has a parallel convergence, but he's still going to be able to pick up that kill. An unofficial triple.
At this stage in the game, with that QSS,
well, there's a big Cataclysm. The Equalizer comes down. Bullet time is paired with it, and Spirit eviscerated one more time. Oh my, I feel like they saved 3 ults.
They do. Like you said, the smite's not there, so if they're going in, it has to be for a fight. But, of course, Sohan's coming in as well, so it's a 5v4.
Yep, KT are going to stop the damage on the Baron as there's the Ornhorn. Fair bit of CC available, but aiming's been jumped on by Keen once again, and this time he's able to take down the Misfortune. The Ornn buys some time, but the damage has been done, and Keen gets another round of his Counter-Strike. Now KT, it's a 3 versus 3 as Jelly is very, very low. There's the Equalizer. Jelly gets the big shield, but it's not going to be enough to mitigate that damage as now Mystic gets exhausted. Kuro, he's super important in this fight as Spirit finally making his way back in.
The Baron, they're going to see the teleport coming in for Afrika Freaks, and as we see them trying to burst this down, aiming not able to survive that fight, didn't use the QSS, didn't really have a need for it. At that point, it was really just the damage. We're going to see Kuro try to contest this a little bit.
Yeah, the last chapter is actually available here, and it's going to be utilized now by Tucson as a lot of damage. Kuro not going to be able to find it as Spirit down very, very low, but he is going to survive, and the Baron is consumed. King's Tribute gives him a whole bunch of his health back, and I feel like a lot of these KT players are getting a little bit blindsided by Spirit. Pardon me, but there is going to be an ultimate flying forward here as the Ornhorn is blown. Mystic does have a lot of shielding, a lot of heals there as well, as the Ornn is going to be the first to go down. Aiming, trying to chase after the Afrika Freaks, but slowed down by that Glacial Fission. Not enough, because my god, he moves so damn fast. 6 items for aiming. He just finished his Mercurial Scimitar, and now he's looking for Jelly. Another final chapter does come in. There's the Cataclysm into the backline. Bullet time to fly across as well as Fly gets the stun, but it's just not enough. Aiming's got too many he's got too many cleanses this time around, and there's the knockup. The GA has been procced as Sohan straight up fumbles his ultimate. It's not what you want to see, but the rest of the team fight's certainly working out in favor of KT. It looks like Afrika have finally collapsed.
Yeah, I understand that Keen needs that flank, but then he needs to stick around, either, go back and come back with some tools to clear vision or something, and he just decides to branch off once again to try to put some pressure on the bottom side of the map. But it's been very clear, I think, to both teams that KT has no intention of backing off from one of these objectives, and it looks like they're just going to try to push for the win, which they totally could.
Yep, Nexus turret number 1 is going down very low. Gargoyle Stoneplate not seeming like it's doing anything there for Spirit, who goes golden just to await his own demise, as now Mystic will get 1 kill. Equalizer from beyond the grave, looking to try and take down Mystic, but it doesn't matter, the Nexus is going to fall first.
Away.